Hi everyone, it's Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I just wanted to say a quick hello and wish you all a very happy new year. Today's the 30th of December 2017 and I have gone into my meditations and it seems like we're going to be doing an overview of 2018. For these monthly readings this month. So it's not going to be just for January. It's going to be an overview of your 2018 energies for the whole year. And I think the reason why that's happening is because Saturn, which is a huge planet, recently switched signs and it's going to be in the sign of Capricorn for the next 2.5 years. And that affects a lot. So I just wanted to, I think my guides were kind of like, give them an overview of what the year is going to look like rather than just the month. So you know kind of what the lay of the land is going to look like. So the way that I'm going to do these is I'm going to lay out either 4 or 5 cards for the first quarter, so January, February, March. And then as the year progresses, we're going to pull fewer and fewer cards because, you know, the energies are fluid and the energies for the first 3 months are easier to read than, you know, September, October, November 2018. So we're going to pull fewer cards for that part of the year, just because, you know, your choices are going to affect that. So you'll see sort of an overview of the first 3 months, so winter into springtime, springtime into summer, and then as the summer goes into the fall and the fall goes into the winter, we're going to pull fewer cards. I'll also, as usual, pull an angel card for the year for you, and then we'll see what oracles want to come through. Most likely we'll have at least one oracle in addition to the angel cards for you this time around. So as far as what the readings are going to focus on, I want to say they're still going to focus on love and spirituality, and at the same time, you know, sometimes my guides will send out specific messages to people, so just know that, like, if you hear something that doesn't resonate, it's probably because it's for a certain group of folks of your sign. And if you'd like a personal reading, of course, just always reach out. And thank you to all those who took me up on my offer and asked for a personal reading in December. Those have been really wonderful to do. I've learned a lot in doing them. If you don't remember, I think last month I said if you're having trouble connecting and celebrating yourself and celebrating your own spirit, reach out. And I think I had, you know, more than the usual reach out to me for personal readings, and they've been really enlightening in a lot of ways. So thank you to all those who reached out. I hope they were helpful. Well, I know a couple of them at least were very helpful because I received responses back the day after the readings. And so I don't know, I guess 2017 was just a really difficult year for many of the signs, myself included, and I want to send you good energy for putting the energies of 2017 to rest and starting your 2018 off on a good note, on a positive note, on a clean slate, you know, letting all the stuff from the past just rest and starting off brand new into the new year. I'm traveling, so this is a new setup. You haven't seen this setup in a while. I think it's been since the summer since I've been in this specific place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a very simple altar. Whoops, let me get that cord out of the way. I'm traveling bare bones, so I don't have my usual equipment with me, so apologies for the basic setup. I don't have my heavy-duty mic, but I'm looking forward to doing your readings, and without further ado, here they come. Have a happy new year. Take care. Hi, Aries. welcome to my channel. This is your 2018 yearly tarot spread. This reading is going to be slightly longer than my normal readings because we are going to look at the whole year, so feel free to, if you're short on time, you can feel free to skip ahead to past the shuffling, past my prayer, and save yourself a little time. And if the reading doesn't resonate with you, I'm looking at the whole year. It's a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, please feel free to reach out and ask for a private reading. I'm happy to do that for you in the month of January, especially as you're looking ahead into your 2018 year. All right, without further ado, here comes your reading. Okay. So, sorry, just moving all that stuff that needs to be moved. As usual, I have my tarot decks, and we've got a couple of oracle decks that we're going to be using. I have my angel cards, which I've already picked out for you. We've got love letters to earth and animal spirit from the wild unknown. And we'll see which of those want to be added on to your reading as the reading moves forward. So let me just pick out the card deck. Please show me the cards that want to come for Aries reading for 2018, their yearly overview. All right, it's between the Motherpeace and the Gilded Tarot. Let's see. Let's do the Gilded. Okay. All right, Aries, how have you been? I hope your holidays went well. Ooh. All right, Queen of Swords and the Strength card popping out for you. Let's see what that means. I hope you had a really lovely December. Happy Christmas, happy solstice, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. We're at the end of the year. We've got a couple more days, or actually one more day, and then we'll be into the new year energy of 2018. So let's see. Let me say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Aries understanding. May all of my dear Aries intentions be heard and answered. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. Please show us the messages and energies for Aries for the year 2018 for love and spirituality. Aries 2018 love and spirituality reading. I would like Aries to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have creative work that is fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest destiny. Please show us the messages and energies for Aries for the year ahead, 2018. All right. Aries, year ahead, 2018. Trying to sense which of the piles have the highest energy messages for you. Getting this one. Let's see. Bottom of the deck is your overall energy for the year. And you have, wow, Aries, you have the Nine of Cups. Enough said. This is the wish fulfillment card. This is the wish card. I'm really happy for you. All right, let's see. What's behind that? King of Swords and the Death card. So you've come through a transformation, and you're going, you're leaving King of Swords energy. So this is like an energy of, you know, just someone who's not working for your highest good at all. And you're coming through with the Nine of Cups energy. So I love that for you. Let's see what the cards have to say. So the way that I'm going to do this spread is we're going to pick, 4 or 5 cards for the first quarter, 3 or 4 cards for the second quarter, 3 cards for the third, and 2 cards for the fourth quarter. Let's see. First card, Ace of Swords. Beautiful. I'll hold them up. Ace of Swords. The Magician. Wow, Aries, you are starting the year off with amazing energy. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Oops. And the Eight of Swords also in reverse. Hope you can see that. And let me move this back a little so you can see all your cards. This over a little so you can see all your cards. There we go. Okay, so this is your January, February, March. Here comes your April, May, June. Sorry. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune upright. The Tower. And the Page of Swords. Okay. All right, let's go into July, August, September. 10 of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. And the Five of Cups. And then the last 2 cards are for October, November, December. You've got the World in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. What is going on for you? And you've got the Wish card as your main energy. Sorry for the shifting. Let me just tune into your deck, your spread. Okay, my guides want me to point out all the major arcanas. You've got the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the World. Okay, so and then you've got minor arcana cards that are pretty strong. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. What is going on for you, Aries? There's a lot of you've got a lot of swords. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sword cards. A third of your reading is swords. All right, let me just tune in one more minute. I'm like start, and I'm going to start with the Magician. Because this is January, February, March, right? Your strongest card in January, February, and March is the Magician, which to me, and it's upright, okay? The Magician is your own personal power and your own skill and ability in creating what you wish to create, okay? The Magician has all his tools at his disposal. He's got the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles. Fire, earth, air, water. All the things that he needs to create, whatever it is he wishes to create. Now, in the very beginning of the year, you have the Ace of Swords, which is a new idea, a new a renewed clarity, an insight that you've received. So it's like, I received insight and I know I can create this. And here's your energy for the year. It's the energy of delight. It's the energy of the Nine of Cups. This man is a tavern owner and he has more than enough to share. He's gotten his wish. Emotionally fulfilled happiness. Now he is alone, however, he's not unhappy. He's pretty happy with his situation, right? So that's the overall energy. It's like you're kind of like, I'm happy with my situation. I have this new idea. I want to create it. Let's do it. Let's create it. And then you have some energies in the beginning of the year. After you realize this clarity, after you come through with the energy of the Magician to want to create this new thing, there's Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, Ten of Pentacles upright is the card of material wealth and well-being and material happiness. Let's see, material happiness is not the right word, but you know what I mean. It's like you have everything you need. It's kind of like this Nine of Cups card, right? You kind of have everything you need. You've got the treasure chest. You're not wanting for anything monetarily in the material world. In reverse, it tells me that there may be, it's like a slight setback in reaching this goal. You might have extra expenses somewhere around February, beginning of March. This could be, a smaller tax return than you're normally used to. It could be anything. Something around money. It could just be you overextended yourself over the holidays and now you're kind of having to use your income to pay back some credit card debt. Just, notice any financial drawbacks in that quarter, in that month, the month of February. And then you've got the Two of Cups in reverse. Now let me just tune in because Pisces got this card as well. Let me just tune in what this card means for you. The Two of Cups is a soulmate card. And for you, the energy that I'm picking up with it reversed is that, you know, you've been wanting this energy to come in, but you keep turning it away when it does come in. It's like there are people in your life who have had these moments of connection and clarity with you, but you keep turning it away for some reason. It's like, no, I don't want that. Hold on, telling me to slow down. And you're wondering if you've turned away someone who should have been your soulmate or could have been your soulmate. So that's, it feels like it's on your mind. It's not so much that it's not so much a physical reality situation where you're turning away a loved one. It's more you're thinking about it and you're wondering, have I turned away someone who I should have been with, right? That's on your mind for some reason. I'm getting that it's mental energy. I'm not getting that it's a situation where, you know, you connect with someone and then the connection goes away. It's not like that. It's more like you're wondering about it. And then you have the Eight of Swords rounding out January, February, March. And the Eight of Swords is in reverse. Upright, it shows this woman who is blindfolded with her hands tied in front of her and the swords around her, and she's kind of like, I can't get out, I can't get out. But actually, actually she could take the blindfold off with her hands and untie herself and walk around the swords and leave this mental prison. And when I see the card in reverse, that's exactly what you're doing. You're finally either waking up to the fact that you've created this mental prison for yourself that you don't need to be in, and you're moving away from it. You're like taking steps to escape from it, to get yourself out of it, to leave the mental prison. So January, February, March looks like you come in really strong. There's a little bit of a financial setback. Someone's on your mind. Someone from the past is on your mind, and you're coming out of a mental prison. So just in those 3 months, that's a lot of energy moving through. And it feels like an overall sort of theme, not your day-to-day, right? So this is stuff that's happening in your mind, in your heart, in your emotions as you're moving through the day-to-day stuff. The mundane, you know, getting up, going to work, getting your groceries, doing laundry. These things are on your mind as you're doing that stuff. Okay, so then we go into April, May, June, and here's where big energies that, you know, are more about cycles in your life happening to you come in. So you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles upright is a woman who is very much, she's self-sufficient, she's very warm, she's very kind, she's very giving. She's also very practical. She takes care of herself. She takes care of her body, her mind, her spirit, her material home. She takes care of her bank account. She clothes herself well. She's pretty self-sufficient, this Queen of Pentacles, and she takes care of her kingdom. Very practical, down-to-earth woman. And she's in reverse. So let me tune into what this means for you, Aries. There's a woman in your life who represents this energy. Practical, down-to-earth, warm, kind, giving, who is not doing well. and I'm picking up that it's health-wise. Could be a friend, could be someone, a female person in your life is not doing well, and who embodies this grounded Queen of Pentacles energy. Right? And that's something that you need to, for some reason it's in your reading. I'm not picking up that it's your energy. Okay, I'm picking up your energy is the energy of the Magician and the Nine of Cups in this reading. It's so this Queen is someone important to you. Could be a family member or a close friend or a mentor that you look up to. March, April, and then Wheel of Fortune is coming through right after her. So this is telling me that there is a new cycle coming up, a change. 10 is a completion of a cycle, right? So there's a completion that's happening, and the wheel is turning and it's upright, so that means you're in a good position on the wheel. You know, you're not under the wheel, you're on top of the wheel. And then you've got the Tower. The Tower is a lightning strike, and the lightning strikes this tower in order to bring it down and rebalance it, because it was not foundationally built well, right? So the lightning strikes the tower in order to disrupt the system that wasn't working, so that you can have a new beginning. So that you can have a fresh start, so that things can get balanced out. And then you've got the Page of Swords. And this is a message coming through, a young person with a sharp tongue. It could also be a family member. I'm picking up family for this row. So there's some shakeup in your close circle of friends, your family, your yeah, the living situation that you're in. Somehow something's changing. Let me tune in before I say something that I shouldn't be saying. Hold on. Yeah, I'm picking up family. I'm picking up friend circles. I'm picking up, someone you care about not doing well. Reach out to your friends. Just, don't be surprised if they need extra support. You seem to be in a strong position. You're getting rid of old mental prisons. You're feeling like the Magician, and you've got strong clarity about what you want to create in your life. You're on top of the world. There's a bit of disruption, but that's coming in order to balance the scales. So if there are people in your life who are needing your support, it seems like you have the energy to give it. Now, you might be embodying a little bit of this Page of Swords energy. Aries can be very straightforward when they speak, very logical. Well, I take that back. I know some Aries who are quite emotional, but you basically speak before you think, and you say what's on your mind, and you kind of are just like, I'm just going to say what's on my mind and do this thing, and I'll figure it out later. So you could be embodying this messenger here in the second quarter of the year, where you're giving a message to someone. You could also be receiving the message. But there's this element of, he knows this can be the card of like the know-it-all, the young know-it-all. Like he knows it all. He knows what he needs to do, to say. Sometimes he bites his tongue, but sometimes he speaks his thoughts sharply. So I don't know. I'm picking up that it's some type of communication that you're going to receive or that you need to give. Regarding this Tower energy and this situation with the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So I feel like the most challenging aspects of the year is going to be the third quarter. So the late summer and the early fall, right? So this in the first half of the year, you're feeling pretty strong. There's this change that happens, and then the disruption with the Tower, and then here comes a little bit of some sticky situation here. We've got the Ten of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Let me tune into these cards for you, and I'll hold them up. Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Five of Cups. All right, the story that I'm getting is that there is an ending that happens with this Tower. The disruption happens, and then there's an ending that comes from it. And the good thing about it is this ending is final, and you're ready for it. Some of you, because the Ten of Swords is in reverse, some of you might be denying that an ending is happening. But for the majority of you, this is like you finally getting up from the betrayal, getting up from the ending, and moving forward. Now, again, for some of you, the Six of Swords, this is the card of moving towards calmer waters after that harsh ending, and see how she's just peacefully gliding her boat forward into calmer waters. It's coming up reversed, so this tells me that some of you are having difficulty moving forward after this ending. The ending's happened, you were ready for it, you are happy to take the ending. It may have been really painful, or it may be really painful, the situation ending, but it's kind of like when the Tower came down, you realized it had to come down. And so, you know, you're not crying over spilt milk. However, you are having trouble moving forward, and you're having regrets. Those of you who are having trouble moving forward, you're kind of looking at this, and I just said you're not crying over spilt milk, but this is the card of crying over spilt milk. You were regretting what happened as if you could have changed it. You're taking it to heart, right? Here's the 3 cups that have spilled, and you're kind of going, oh, what could I have done to not spill those? Or, oh, those were so filled with such precious and amazing things. I'm so sad that I've lost them. But you've got 2 cups still behind you. You're just not aware of them, or you're not focused on them. You're focused on the loss, right? So this ending may be bringing up some grief for you, whatever this ending represents. And, you know, you have to allow yourself time to grieve for sure. And that might be why you're having difficulty moving on. I'm getting this sense of impatience, like the ending happens and you just want to move on from it. But you really, the cards are telling you, you need to give yourself time to grieve this loss, and give it the time that it deserves. Okay. Excuse me. That was a big yawn. And then at the end of the year, October, November, December, you've got another major arcana card, the World, which it's the number 21, and it's the completion of a cycle. And it's upside down, and so I guess what I'm hearing to say to you is the cycle is complete. It might take some time to leave your life, but know that you've lived through a cycle, a chapter, a life chapter, and it's complete. You might not feel it. You might be so immersed in your day-to-day that you're not acknowledging this completion, but there is a cycle that is completing for you, and the cards are drawing your attention to it. And then this period of evaluation. Seven of Pentacles is the farmer taking a look at his crops, or his orchard tree in this case, and seeing, how many oranges he's going to be harvesting. Are they doing well? Are any of them diseased? Do any of them need to be pruned? All those questions of, have I invested my time and energy wisely? And in reverse, what this tells me is that you're feeling like there are certain things that you need to stop investing in. There are certain situations that you need to stop investing in. And you're figuring out which those are at the end of 2018. All right, so I have to say, a lot of the signs, there's a lot that's happening in each of the quarters, in each of the months even. So ride the wave, Aries. You can do this. You can ride the wave. There are events that are out of your control that are going to happen. You can't control them. Do give yourself some time to recover from them. Allow the cycles to complete. Let me just tune in for the final messages. They're saying acknowledge the endings. Acknowledge the endings. It will be useful for you to acknowledge the endings. Meaning, acknowledge the importance of the endings. Don't just go off and start new things without acknowledging the impact of the endings of the past cycles. Okay, so it feels like here's this new beginning that wants to come in, right? You're like, I want to do this new beginning. I am the magician. I can do this. I can do this new beginning. And as you intend for it, then what happens is the universe brings about endings of these cycles in your life that are not going to be supportive to this new beginning that you want. And so you have to go through the endings of all these cycles in order to get your wish, which is this new beginning. Okay? I hope that makes sense, and I hope you don't freak out. Sometimes they say, be careful what you wish for. This is definitely an important piece of clarity that comes in. This is definitely an important card where you're feeling like, I can do this. But as you make that wish, then everything gets cleared out. That isn't part of that. That isn't in alignment with what you want. And just keep that in mind as you move through the changes and the feelings of grief and the difficulties. It's like it's getting cleared out for a reason, and it's because of this strong intention that you put out there in the very beginning of the year. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Here's the angel card that wanted to come for you this year. It's the Angel of Delight. And it seems like I need to be pulling another oracle card. It kind of reminds me of this energy a little bit. this Nine of Cups wish fulfillment energy. But it's it's four angels gathered around a birthday cake celebrating, and they're having a moment of delight together. But let's see if there's another message that wants to come through to help you with all this energy for the year. Love letters or animal spirit? The love letters. These guys are just amazing cards that are helping everyone move through their 2018s in a graceful, harmonious, aligned way. Please, dear Oracle, give us a card that can assist our Aries friends moving forward in their 2018 year. Show us a card that can assist them. And you've got the card of Mother. And let's see what the message is for you. It's a beautiful card. And I wonder if this is the energy of that you're trying to cultivate in your life, someone who has motherly energy. Mother. A mother is a constant child, unconditionally loving and unconditionally at the mercy of her children and their joy, well-being, and stability. The mother is movement, space, warmth, nourishment, healing, tenacity, and support. These divine attributes are genderless and exist within each of us. Allow them to emerge within yourself, for yourself, the world, and your community. So mother energy is coming through very strongly for you in 2018, Aries. What I like to do with these cards is I like to meditate with the image in front of me. And as I breathe in the symbol and the light energies that are emanating from the symbol into the crown of my head, into my third eye, into each of the major 7 chakras of our energy body. And then I take it into my heart and I project it out into my aura so that it harmonizes with my own energy. Seems like this is really important for you. And I remember saying, there was that mother figure in the second quarter who would be prominent and important to you. So, mother. A mother is a constant child, unconditionally loving and unconditionally at the mercy of her children and their joy, well-being, and stability. The mother is movement, space, warmth, nourishment, healing, tenacity, and support. These divine attributes are genderless and exist within each of us. Allow them to emerge within yourself, for the world, and for your community. Okay, Aries. Let me just tune in to whether there are any other messages for you. I'm getting to really examine the lessons that your biological mother or whoever raised you, what are the lessons, their major lessons that they imparted to you as you were growing up? And even as an adult, sometimes we learn about our mothers not until we ourselves are adults. So just reflect on that this year, because that energy is really coming through to help you. And have fun. Have fun in this process of dismantling the old and creating the new. And, be the magician. Delight in your magical qualities. And know that before creation comes chaos. Before creation comes destruction. and allow yourself to mother yourself through this phase of creation and destruction and recreation for yourself. All right, Aries, be well. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve celebration, and I will see you in 2018. Namaste.